Hello and welcome back to my channel. This is Elizabeth from Elizabeth Light Tarot. It is Tuesday, April 7th, 2020, and this is going to be a reading for Leo. Hello, Leo. How are you? So, Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Jupiter, North Node. You are welcome to this reading, as well as cross watchers. I welcome you as well. Let's see, this is going to be a full moon special. We are in the middle of a Libra full moon, super moon, pink moon. And so the accompanying music that I have chosen for this reading, you may hear some wolves howling. Don't be alarmed. I thought that it would kind of bring in the spirit of the full moon. I'm coming to you from Sedona, Arizona, and I just went outside for a walk under the moonlight just to kind of, bring in the energy of this powerful full moon. Being mile high as I am, we tend to feel the energy just a little bit more amplified here because we are a mile high and a little bit closer to the moon. So I'm definitely feeling it. I'm feeling good, and I hope that you are as well. So my Leos, we're going to have a great reading for you tonight. I'm going to start with a Keepers of the Light Oracle card from Kyle Gray's deck. And then because it is April and we are kind of in the middle of a holy month, Passover, and then Easter Sunday, we just had Palm Sunday. So this is non-denominational, I will say, but I do work with the angelics, energies of the Ascended Masters. As a star seed and a light worker, I call in on the galactics as well. So I do have oracle decks from Rebecca Campbell. We're going to use the star seed oracle deck at the end. I have the Moonology oracle deck at the end. We'll do some crystal healing. I've got a great crystal deck. And for the tarot portion, I have the incredible Light Seers Tarot that just gives such powerful readings. So we're going to continue to use that. And since this is a Libra full moon, and the focus is on partnerships and relationships, I do have this amazing relationship deck by Tony Carmine Salerno. So we're going to use that, as well as he also did the Magdalene Oracle. And I really just felt this divine feminine energy that wanted to come in tonight, and it was Mary Magdalene. So like I said, this is non-denominational, but that being said, the energy of Mary Magdalene is very powerful, and especially from a divine feminine point of view, it's one of the most powerful that there is, in my opinion. I just love her energy, and she definitely wanted to come in tonight with a message for you Leos. Leo, I love you so much. I was feeling into your energy all day today, and of course I came up with this outfit for your reading. So it just felt very regal, very royal, colorful. I just felt like I needed to have color on me tonight, and just sort of, like I said, noble and regal, and just full of light, as you are ruled by the sun. And the creativity aspect of you, Leo, being ruled by the 5th house, which is about that inner child and creativity and pleasure, games and fun, and just all of that amazing energy. So I'm really excited to read for you. Let's see, if you would like to book a personal reading for me, because these are general readings and they will not resonate for everyone, please send me a message. I would be honored to read for you, and we can do that by phone, Skype, WhatsApp, Facebook, whatever works for you. What else? You can follow me on Instagram, and my account is Elizabeth Light Tarot, and that's Elizabeth with a Z. So if you follow me, I will follow you back, and yeah. Okay, so let's get started. So we're going to get situated here. All the decks have been cleared with Sage and Vetiver and Dragon's Blood because it is a full moon, so I wanted to charge them up a little bit. They have been pre-shuffled, but I will I'll give the first deck some shuffles as we call in the energies. So I call in the Divine with Love and Light. I call in the archangels at the 4 corners of the world. I call in Archangel Sandalphon to ground the reading and bring up the crystalline grid at the core of Gaia to provide us with information from Mother Earth. And I call in Archangel Metatron to open up the Akashic channel, bring in the Rainbow Bridge, and connect us with the higher realms. I call in the 6 elements of earth, wind, fire, water, spirit, and ether to join us here on this most sacred day. Thank you. Okay, Leo, let's get your first card. So we're going to do an oracle card from the Keepers of the Light to see what Ascended Master or Archangel energy is around you for the month of April. And this is a timeless reading as well, as we are working with the quantum field. So if you do see this reading a month from now, whoa, a month from now, wow, a month from now, 2 months from now, a year from now, let's just say, wow, oh my gosh. Okay, let's just start with this. The Holy Spirit. Okay, the Holy Spirit wanted to come out for you, Leo. Expect miracles. This is such a perfect time, you know, to really tap into our faith. And again, you know, this isn't about what faith you are. Even you could even be an atheist and watch this, you know, that's fine. The Holy Spirit would be you. And it is us, really. It's us tapping into ourself as well. And the energies, you know, or energies around the universe. Remember that only love is real. Miracles will occur naturally, and Spirit has your back. I love that, Leo. That's so beautiful. And like I said, you know, with what's going on in the world, in your community, in your own life, this is the time, you know, all of our spiritual practice, everything that we have worked through, worked on, the time for us to actually put that into practice is now. And miracle-mindedness is a way of thinking and feeling that not only hopes for miracles, but expects them, that there is a divine plan, that there is a divine order, and that good things are coming our way, that we can expect good things to come our way, and we can simply say thank you, as if it's already happened, as if it's here. So maybe this is the energy that you're holding, Leo, because Master Jesus also came out. Amazing. Christ consciousness, unity consciousness, you know, all the things about being a good person and from your heart. And it says you are on the path of light, love, and forgiveness. Father healing is possible at this time. And then we have Dual Kul, Dharma unfolding. And I love the concept of Dharma so much from the Buddhist, you know, tradition and philosophy. The Dharma is the work that we do. The good work that we do creates, you know, our karma, so to speak. And Dharma is almost like spiritual money, I want to say. It's spiritual currency. And your Dharma is unfolding. And this means that you have been doing the work. You know, you've been doing good work. You've been doing good in the world. And that you are on a path, that you are on a spiritual path. You're on the path, and to take it one step at a time. These are just some really powerful energies that are coming out for you, Leo. I can't even believe it, you know. It's so beautiful. I absolutely love this card. And this was the one that really, this is the card for you right now, is the Holy Spirit. So you definitely have, you know, you're on a spiritual path. It's around you. You're tapping into it as well, like the receiving of it. It's really beautiful, Leo. I'm loving it. Okay, so we will thank the Holy Spirit for being here with us tonight, because now we know that that energy is here. And we're going to get a card from Tony Carmine Salerno's Magdalene Oracle, because like I said, I really felt that Mary Magdalene was around. And you know, the thing about Mary Magdalene and her energy is that she was the divine feminine, you know, that was cast out, that was misunderstood, that was misrepresented, that was, you know, all the things that happened to her, and the way that her name was, you know, kind of taken through the dirt. And with this change in paradigm and the rising again of the feminine energy on Gaia, her voice is so needed. And when I hear Mary, I hear her in a whisper. She's not loud. She's not in your ear like this, or yelling or being forceful. It's a very powerful energy that she holds, but it comes in the form of a whisper. So you really have to listen to hear her. And the card that you got, Leo, is Divine Order. And I just love that. I absolutely love that. It's telling us, like I was saying, to really call on our faith and surrender into the plan that we incarnated with, the plan that we came to Earth with, and that everything is going exactly according to plan. And that, you know, if we are receiving information from the universe, if we're an open channel to receive the messages, that we can take inspired action when needed, and we can surrender to the outside circumstances as needed. And this keeps us in a place of calm, and this keeps us in a place of being able to shine our light and remain in a space of calm and of joy and of inner peace. So that's really beautiful. We're gonna place these 2 cards here. I think we'll put Scarab Beetle sort of next to the Holy Spirit here, so you can kind of have these energies with you. And now we're going to move on to the tarot portion. So let's see what wants to come out for you, Leo. You know, you don't have a whole lot going on astrologically, like in the skies right now. There really isn't, you know, a whole lot going on for Leo, other than the big energies that are already there, you know. So I feel like you've probably had your fair share of you know, situations and things that are coming up, but nothing is really too highlighted in your sign. So but it's been some heavy energy, and like I said, you know, I hope that you're well. I hope that your family, your friends, your loved ones are all safe, and you know, that you're doing really well. So let's see. I'm going to start with the past energy. So we're going to ask for 3 cards. Past energy for Leo. This could be last week, last month, last year. Past energy for my dear Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Jupiter, and North Node. Okay. Beautiful. Wow. Okay. So we have, okay, now this is interesting. When I was shuffling the cards earlier, pre-shuffling, clearing, I didn't look, but when I was shuffling the cards, every once in a while I would just turn one in reverse. I don't like to have a deck where like half of them are reversed and half of them are upright. So blindly, I just turned some of them in reverse. And you have 2 reverse cards coming out, 2 of them, and I maybe put 5 of them, 4 of them in reverse. The first one is the 5 of Swords, and that's coming up in the reverse. And this is actually very good. So this, again, last week, last month, last year, is you really working on your mind and sort of the patterns that you had been carrying around with you in your mind, to release them. And that would be, you know, self-sabotaging beliefs, self-sabotaging thoughts, the things that kind of hold you back. These are the things that do bring change, though. So upright, you can see, you know, he's all up in his head, and it's not a very pretty card in a sense. He's got a lot going on here. They call this the card of empty victories. This could be like words that you've had with other people where you're just trying to win at all costs. And so it's an empty victory because you win, but it was kind of like a nasty win. This could be, you know, having difficulties with other people in your interpersonal relationships. It's coming out at in the reverse to show that this was something that you really had to work on. And it's coming up with the Hierophant in reverse. So that is showing that it was really about like your core beliefs. So this is showing that there was, and also, you know, the Hierophant can represent the prescribed path, the path that is sort of like expected of you from your family, expected of you culturally, expected of you from your community, and that you're sort of like saying, you know, no to that. You know, he's the high priest. you know, but in the physical realm, not the way that the high priestess rules over, you know, the ether, the etheric realm, you know, the higher states of consciousness. The high priest rules over like spirituality here in the physical. So it can really represent institutions, religion, you know, that kind of thing. With it coming up in the reverse with the Five of Swords, it's showing that these patterns that you may have had in the past with like needing to win at all costs were sort of ingrained in you, perhaps in your upbringing, you know, something from that's been with you for a long time, and that you really worked on that you really worked on that, Leo, that was a priority for you. This could have been like a dark night of the soul that you had to go through in order to come to this place of peace, of inner peace, you know, of feeling whole within your mind and within your beliefs and your core beliefs. And perhaps that you're not on the prescribed path. Perhaps this was you having to really push back and set some boundaries with what was expected of you, that perhaps you were on a different path and a different journey. So that's a great way to start. It's funny that you got 2 of the reversals. And what came out of that was this beautiful Queen of Pentacles. Independent thought, right? Even though she's not air, because this was about beliefs and thoughts, and then the mind with the swords. Her eyes are closed and she has a state of inner peace and independence. This is one of the most, you know, nurturing, we're going to say nurturing, like the Empress, that everything around her grows. Everything around her grows. She knows how to take a seed, plant it, nurture it, and love it. And this can even speak to self-love. Self-love, because here, you know, there isn't a whole lot of self-love happening here. There isn't. There's not a lot of self-love happening here. This is almost like losing of faith for a little while. And that's why I said a dark night of the soul, where you may have sort of lost faith, lost a little bit of your faith. And this is you emerging from this time, working through it, emerging from this time knowing your value for you exactly as you are, knowing your value, knowing what you're worth. You know, knowing that you're able to grow things around you when you nurture them, the things that you really love, and just feeling like secure in yourself, self-confidence here. As a queen, as this divine feminine energy that I was feeling around you, Leo. That's why I wanted to bring in, you know, Mary Magdalene. And I asked her to join us tonight for this reading. You know, I really asked Mary Magdalene to come in for this reading for you tonight, Leo. So that's a great way to start. Okay, so let's see what your current energies are and where you're at now, Leo. And she's even like, she's looking at this energy that she moved through, and she's fine with it. She knows that it was just a part of her development, you know, the growth of her soul, the growth of herself as a human. And this is not gender specific. If you're a Leo man, that's fine. It just means that you, if you're a man and you're watching this, that you're a little bit more in touch with your sensitivity now, that you are a little bit more in touch with nurturing yourself. And the Holy Spirit coming out to expect miracles is showing that, you know, your faith is back. Like your spiritual abundance is still there, that it's there, and that you are aware that this was all a part of your soul's plan with divine order coming in. So it seems like, you know, you really had to go deep, Leo. Like, you really went deep. Like, the Five of Swords is a hard energy, upright. It really is. You know, because it's in reverse, it means that at some point it was in the upright. It could have been people that you were dealing with, you know, that you had a lot of people around you who were sort of like backstabbing and, you know, didn't really have your best interests at heart. So this really could have been like you know, working through other people, external circumstances, external influences. But I feel like this may have been you, you know, really working on yourself, really, really digging deep, you know, because the Five of Swords is like a blockage. It can be a blockage, but the fives lead to change. They're chaotic, but they lead to change, big change. Okay, one more time, then we're going to get your current energy. Current energy for Leo. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Jupiter, and North Node. Excuse me. There's your card, Leo. The Sun. The Sun. I felt this. I'm telling you. I was getting dressed tonight and I just felt you. I felt your sunshine. 10 of Pentacles. Wow, Leo. Hello. And the Queen of Swords. 2 queens coming out. Very interesting. Very, very interesting. I do have a deck that we're going to use for clarifiers. So if we feel the need to get some clarifiers, we will. And this, first of all, this Queen of Swords here, I think is a reflection of this energy. So this is showing that you now have a certain mastery over your mind. Excuse me. That you now have a certain mastery over your mind. You're not at the king status. Again, you're still in this feminine energy. That's why I just felt it, you know, before we started the reading when I was like picking what oracle decks to use. She has that mastery over her mind. She's wise to people though. You know, look at how observant she is. She is seeing through it all. And you've emerged from this, you know, this state to her. It does show that she is guarding her heart a little bit, and we'll see what wants to come out. I mean, as a Leo, you know, 5th house, it's heart chakra. It's all about the heart for you guys, but you know, you are that fixed fire. You're fixed fire. You're not mutable. You're not cardinal. You're fixed fire. So it can be a little bit stubborn, but, you know, you're coming out as this Queen of Swords because now with regards to the mind, you know, it's all about truth and integrity, being truthful with others, really being able to express yourself. This is air energy. It's all about communication and throat chakra. That's why you see all of the blue. She's a warrior though. This means she's been through all of the swords. She's been through the 5. She's been through the 7, where people have lied and cheated and deceived her, betrayed her. She's been through the 3 of Swords with her broken heart. She's been through the 10 of Swords. She's been through all of the swords. So now she's wise to it all. And she's going to speak her truth. And she expects the truth in return. She's fair. You know, she will listen. But she's very cool and sort of matter of fact. So you've learned how to nurture yourself through this. And now you've learned how valuable, you know, being in integrity and being truthful with yourself, most importantly, is, because you've done the work. You know, it seems like there's been some work on the ego, I want to say. And now with this 10 of Pentacles and the Sun, this is highlighting the things that are important. You know, the Sun energy coming out, it's like, first of all, it's your energy, Leo. So this is Spirit's way of clarifying, you know, yes, this is the Leo reading, because whenever your own card comes out in a reading, that's a blessing. It's showing that you're on the right path, as that Dharma card that said you're on the right path when that came out. And it's all about, you know, stability. The 10 is the completion of the Pentacles. It's where we are stable. It's where we have abundance. It's where there's been a lot of work that's gone into it, you know, hard work. And now we're able to be independent and provide for other people around us and really give back to the community. Really, really give back to other people. Share with other people. There's just so much abundance and joy here. So this is your current energy. But with the Queen of Swords, it is showing that there is a level of perhaps not trusting other people fully, just being a little bit guarded, you know, with that sword there. And, you know, she looks like a warrior. She really looks like a warrior. But again, you know, you emerged as this Queen of Pentacles. I think that it could be like being protective. If you have a family, really being protective right now of everything that you've built, feeling protective of your heart space a little bit. So we're going to dig deeper into this. I think let's pull a clarifier. We'll pull a clarifier for the Queen of Swords first and foremost, because I want to know what her energy is about, why you're coming, you know, why you start off as a Queen of Pentacles and you come out as a Queen of Swords. If this is someone else's energy. It's a card of Libra, so you could be dealing with a Libra, Leo. Why is the Queen of Swords in the present for Leo? The garden and the gate. Yeah, the garden and the gate, it shows where, you know, we're in, it's almost like a Nine of Pentacles in a sense, where it can be a gilded cage. You know, there's beauty all around us. We're in this beautiful place. It's safe. It's lush. It's fertile. It's abundant. But we're kind of gated in there. Like, is there more? You know, can you come out of that? It's about feeling protected. It's about this being in like a very protective place. What if she opened that gate? What if she opened the gate and came out? You know, what would be there on the other side? And coming out as a Queen of Swords, like I said, she can be a little cool. Her heart's in a cage because she's protecting it, because it's been hurt. See that? So you could, and coming out with the Ten of Pentacles, this is speaking to like having everything that you need, feeling like you've got everything that you need, everything under the sun, everything under the sun that you kind of need. And so why go out of that comfort zone? Why go out of that comfort zone? Because people out there can be nasty. Maybe this is energy that you dealt with and that you walked away from, this Five of Swords. You know, people out there can be nasty and cutting and vindictive. That's interesting. Let's see what this Five of Swords energy is that you were dealing with. Let's dig a little bit deeper into this Five of Swords energy, past energy, because this could have been last week, you know, or last month or last year. But let's get a little bit more information. Why is the Five of Swords in the past? Why is the Five of Swords in the past for Leo? For my dear Leo. Anxiety. Okay. Okay. Worry, anxiety. I mean, he looks worried and anxious. You had a lot on your mind. Okay. And it was about this Hierophant in reverse. It was about this Hierophant in reverse then. So let's find out why the Hierophant is in reverse. Why is the Hierophant in reverse? Yeah, you really needed to give yourself a lot of love. You really, really needed to give yourself a lot of love, Leo. Perhaps there was like a structure around you that like collapsed right in front of you. A woman holding a heart. A woman holding a heart. 44, that's a master number. 44. So it is surrounding love. The Hierophant can also represent marriage and commitment. So this really could have been about a relationship where there wasn't commitment, where it didn't come to fruition. And again, it's not so much about woman or man, it's the energy attached to it. So you could be a female, and this could represent, you know, the man that was in your life, and where there wasn't a commitment and there was a lot of anxiety around that, and you really had to love and nurture yourself, Leo, that you really had to love and nurture yourself. Let's get a card for the Queen of Pentacles. The Sun. You got 2 suns. Wow. Wow. Double the Sun. So this is showing that the Queen of Pentacles is you, Leo. We've I mean, really? Look at that, Leo. You are in the Sun. Whatever this is, it's over. It is over. Like, it's over. It was definitely about you needing to love yourself. Maybe you are the woman holding the heart for yourself. You know, when I was saying about the prescribed path with the Hierophant, and that the Hierophant can represent, you know, what's been expected of us throughout our life, what we were expected to do, what we were expected, the path that we were supposed to walk, whether that's inside our own culture and our religion, what our parents wanted us to be, what our peer group thinks that we should do and be, how we should act, what in our vocation, the path that we need to take through our vocation. So this really, because it was upside down, it was almost like a loss of faith that you had to come in for your own heart. You had to come in and love yourself enough to get your faith restored. Because remember, the Holy Spirit and divine order came out for you. This is showing that there has been a restoration of your faith. And whatever that is, your spiritual practice, you know, the spiritual side of you, that maybe it never really went away, but you had to really love yourself enough to almost not care what other people think, and do what you're going to do, and do what you know is part of your plan, part of your divine plan. It's interesting, but there was a lot of anxiety around it. And I think it could even be like the expectations that other people had of you, the expectations that you had of yourself, Leo, what you thought that you were supposed to be, what you thought you were supposed to be, how you were supposed to be viewed or seen by everybody. It's almost like a coming out of a self-inflicted cage. We're going to get to the external circumstances, the external outside influences, because I definitely want to see what the outside influences are for you. But you have the Sun coming up twice. Coming up twice. It's amazing. And I think that you've built something really nice for yourself, where you feel at peace now, where you feel like you can express yourself, because the Sun is also about expression. Look at her. She's like a conduit here. She's a vessel, you know? She's like supercharged by the Sun. And I feel like she's giving right back to it too. She's like in communion with her own planet, with her own star. You're a star, Leo. And I feel like you, with the Sun and coming up twice, and the Ten of Pentacles, you have a safe space, this garden in the gate. You've got a safe space. You know, you have everything that you need physically, in the physical, things that make you feel safe and secure and stable. And you're not willing to give that up so fast. Like, you are still... What's the word? You know, I've heard another tarot reader, it really made me laugh. Eat, Read, Love. His name is Eat, Read, Love, Sal Biodoro. Hey, Sal, if you ever watch us, he's got like 500,000 subscribers. It's crazy. He's amazing. He talks about the Queen of Swords. It always makes me laugh that she's the divorcee and that like she's jaded, you know? And I like, because I love to hear other readers' descriptions of how they see, you know, especially with the court cards and how they manifest for each reader and each person. And when he calls her the divorcee, that she's sort of jaded, you know, and like I said, she's been through it all. She really has. She's been through all the swords. And so it's not that she's jaded. And yes, she could be the divorcee, but you know, she's just like, she's on to you. She's on to you. Like, she will call you out, you know, and it can make her a little bit skeptical and a little bit, she's got great boundaries, but it can make her, maybe she has too big of a boundary, you know, she's drawing that line in the sand, and she will draw it very quickly. So, okay, so this is how you're coming out. So when I think I'm understanding this better. So when it comes to you and the things that you love and the things inside of your safe zone being your home, you know, your close friends and family, your tight-knit group, the activities that, you know, that you partake in that feel comfortable and safe, you're this lady, nurturing and loving and abundant. When it comes to things that maybe are a little bit outside of your comfort zone, you're going to be her. So these are the two energies that you're embodying right now. I mean, I love it. I think it's great because you're protecting what you need to protect. But that being said, let's see what else wants to come out. Let's see what else wants to come out. Okay, so let's see what's coming towards you, because I want to do like what you need to release, what are the blockages, and what are the outside influences, and maybe the path forward. So let's do, and I'm going to try to push these up so that we can get as many cards in the view as possible. I'm proud of you, Leo. You've done a lot of hard work. You know, you really have. You've done a lot of work. You've built something really nice for yourself. Really, really nice for yourself. There is a level of comfort around you and of beauty. It's very bright and sunny. But there are no cups coming out yet. No cups coming out yet, you know? Let's see where your heart is, Leo, because I know you have a big, warm heart. And so, you know, to my viewers, I have a Leo moon and a Leo rising, and my Saturn is in Leo. So, you know, I'm part of your tribe, and I'm a Sag sun. Judgment wanted to come out. And I'm a Sag sun, so, you know, I connect in with your fire energy really easily, and yeah, I just wanted to mention that. Okay, Leo, what is coming towards you? 3 cards for what is coming towards you. All right, that feels good. The Moon, 2 of Wands, and the Hanged Man. Okay. So when the Moon card comes out for a future, and this is why I don't love picking future cards, but I've been trying to step outside of my comfort zone, because the future's not written, and that's what the Moon says. You can't see everything. It's a mystery. When you ask for a future card and the Moon comes out, it's just like smacking you in the face and telling you, you can't see everything, okay? But it means that your intuition's going to be on point. So here's the water energy coming in. Here's the element of water coming in. Here is the sacred feminine coming in, the goddess energy, going with the cycles, your own cycles, the cycles of the moon, listening to your intuition, but not being able to see everything, that there's definitely a mystery around what's coming towards you. But that being said, there are going to be it is going to be a time where you're going to have the opportunity to set the course with the Two of Wands, choose a direction. It indicates decision making. And for you, Leo, with the Hanged Man coming out, it is saying that there is like a certain surrender in your life. That with the Moon, it's like a surrendering to the mystery of the unknown. That you don't know what's coming forward. You don't know, you know, what the future necessarily holds for you, what it's going to look like for you. She has this entire world in front of her. The whole world is in front of her. And you see this like, this little like VW, like a Westphalia type of thing, like a VW bus where, you know, she could hit the road and go. And she's just sort of looking out, like she's got the whole world at her fingertips, the whole world in her hands. And she's kind of looking out the window. So there is a surrender in, you know, I think that this is beautiful for your energy because the wands are sitting in the middle, and that's you, Leo. It's fire energy. You know, the twos indicate where there is a decision to be made, where we have an opportunity to do one thing or another, to go one way or another. Even the Moon, you know, with the two wolves, one of them we could look at as a domesticated dog, and the other we could look at as a wild, you know, untamed beast or a wolf, speaking to the duality that's within us, the domesticated and the wild, right? And because you're fixed fire, you have that. You have both the wilds, that's just the lion in you, but since you're fixed and it's more conservative, a little bit more, like I said, like, you know, not so changing, you also have that domesticated cat with you as well. So here that's just represented with the dogs or the wolf. And so again, this is speaking to like this sort of duality that is that's happening with you. Like the duality of the Queen of Pentacles and the Queen of Swords. There's a duality happening there. There's this duality within you. You know, you've definitely like resolved a lot of your past patterns, I want to say. There's been a lot of resolution, things that you've worked on. But there is this duality, you know, of like the loving and the cool. That's the Libra Aquarius axis too. There's so much warmth around you and so much growth around you. But as far as what's coming towards you, I feel like it doesn't even really, it's not really even phasing you all that much. I feel like you're really comfortable where you're at. And so with regards to your future, you know that you're going to have options. You know that you're going to have inspired options because it's wands. So this is about your creativity, your passion, your drive, the action that you take out into the world, the fire, solar plexus, and that there's a sort of like surrendering to it. Like you'll use your intuition. If you're not really sure, then you might just hang upside down until you have like an aha moment and you're illuminated, you know, and you're fine with that. She's looking, you know, she's looking out the window, but she's looking in the direction of this Hanged Man. The Hanged Man, you know, it is a surrender. It's a surrender. There's some sacrifice that he has to make. This can even speak to like, you know, in the future that there may be some sacrifices that you have to make as far as maybe giving things up to move in a different direction. But that it's a mystery, you know, and it's okay. Like but you're going to be highly intuitive. You probably are. So it's interesting too that we've got the sun and the moon. The sun and the moon. And I feel like it was so perfect. I was thinking, you know, of doing your reading on the full moon, even though your ruler is the sun. It just felt appropriate to do the Leo reading tonight. So interesting now, you know, the sun and the moon coming out together. The sun makes everything clear. You're having a lot of clarity presently. And the moon is where we can't see everything. but you're carrying the sun inside of you. So I don't see this necessarily as like a super shadowy energy around you. I think it's just that it's a mystery. Like I said, I always laugh when the moon comes out as a future card, because it's like, nope, sorry, can't see everything. So that's really amazing. Okay, so should we get like let's just get one clarifier for this future energy, just for all three of these together. And we'll just see. Okay, I love this. Two wanted to come out. Adjacent possibilities. And this is exactly what I was just saying about this Two of Wands, that it's like, yeah, of course you're going to have opportunities and creative endeavors where you're going to be able to do different things or make a choice between two things, having the world there, you know, for you to sort of pick which way you want to go or what new project you want to work on, who you want to work with. And then adjacent possibilities comes in to say, which door? Like, there's going to be multiple doors for you to walk through. Multiple doors for you to walk through. 24 breaking down to a 6. 6 is a very grounded energy. It's a very grounded number. It's a number of harmony and balance. And then man holding a coin. Well, this is always nice. And that's a 7. And you can see like this coin that he's holding. It's like one of those, like I want to say like a Chinese coin. So it's symbolizing good luck. So there really could be someone coming to you. All right, so what's coming to you in the future? There could be someone coming to you, wanting to invest in one of your projects, wanting to fund one of your projects, someone who really believes in you and wants to invest in you, a client perhaps, you know, who's going to, who's really going to utilize your services in a big way. This doesn't have to be a man or a woman, but it is suggesting that, you know, there's good luck. As the Queen of Swords, I think that you're going to be really, you know, looking at this person and looking into their, you know, into their integrity to make sure that they are the real deal. And that, you know, again, there are these adjacent possibilities. That's what she's got. She's got adjacent possibilities. There's even a door like on the floor. You know, so it's like, which way do you want to go, Leo? You're going to have some opportunities coming towards you, and you may really pause, because the Hanged Man does that. The Hanged Man pauses. The Hanged Man isn't sure. So the Hanged Man actually like turns upside down. We'll look at the Hanged Man in reverse to receive illumination, to get that aha moment, to have a revelation, to change the perspective. So it's showing, I think, what you've learned from this Five of Swords in reverse, that sometimes you need to change your own way of thinking, if this is like a rigid way of thinking. Because, Leo, that kind of energy gives you anxiety. It gives you anxiety because it blocks your heart flow. And as a Leo, you're so heart-oriented that like anything that's going to come in and block your heart is like a no-no for you. You want your heart open. So, so this could be, you know, what's coming towards you could be a lot of possibilities in the form of other people, just people wanting to work with you, people saying, come here, you can make a lot of money here, or, you know, whatever that looks like for you, whatever your vocation is. And you are really having to decide. The twos suggest a choice, a decision. Again, a decision, and that everything is not necessarily clear. You know, you have great intuition, and you may need to pause and go into this sort of like Hanged Man phase, Hanged Man, where you have to gain a new perspective, receive some enlightenment. If this is about a relationship, you know, this really could be in your dating life, like kind of you wanting to get back on the horse again and start dating again, that there are going to be suitors, you know, who want to date you, Leo. So that's really interesting. Okay. Let's see. What do you need to release, Leo? It's the full moon. So, and at the bottom of the deck was the Five of Wands. So this is showing, you know, a little bit of drama. It's not serious like the Five of Swords or the Five of Cups or the Five of Pentacles. Of the fives, this is sort of like the least serious. Just a little bit of drama, you know, a little bit of competition in the air. Could be you competing with yourself. But it can indicate a little bit of drama, you know, coming towards you. But I wouldn't be surprised. You're a Leo. You know, it can be dramatic for you, Leo. And like I said, the Five of Wands isn't that serious of an energy. But with the fives, like I said, they bring change. So they're the things that like push us to grow, which is beautiful. Okay, so let's see, what does Leo need to release? What do you need to release in order to push you forward? In order for you to take those steps forward into your mysterious future, Leo. Wow. Okay. What does Leo need to release? So let's start with our favorite guy, the devil. You know, this is that Five of Swords. This is that, I mean, you don't really have any other cards that I would say. The Garden and the Gate even. You know, he is that gate and he keeps it locked. But he leaves the key right next to it. So he's not that scary. You know, he can be a coach in that way. Like he'll lock the door, but he'll leave the key in plain sight. And that's what the devil represents. It's our own fears. It's our own doubts. It's the things that hold us back. It's the things that keep us bound. And in your case, this really could just be the sense of safety that you're feeling. You know, that no one can get in. No one can get in and get this heart and get this cup. That's her Ace of Cups, right? And so here we have yet another queen. I told you, like the feminine energy, whether you're Leo, male or female, this feminine energy is around you, Leo. And the queen, so you've got the Swords Queen and the Pentacles Queen, right? The air and the earth. But with the water element, the realm of the heart space, your heart space, Leo, in your what you need to release is the Queen of Cups is coming up. And that's like holding back the heart space, keeping the heart imprisoned. Wow. Releasing, keeping that heart imprisoned. Is that what you're doing? I mean, I could just be reading for like a very specific group of Leos here. And the Nine of Cups, because it is your wish. Look at all these cups. Those are 9 cups, Leo. That's like an emotional trophy case. It's like when you were a kid, if you competed in sports or whatever, and you had your trophies and you could put it up on a shelf. You know, this is you. These are like your amazing emotional gifts. Your emotional intelligence is here. Emotional intelligence. She's been coming up in all of my readings, all of them. I'm just going to replay the music because now it feels very quiet in here. Okay. Wow, this is getting deep, Leo. This is your wish. This is your wish fulfillment in matters of the heart. That your heart is like free, that the heart like is free, you know? And there is a level of your heart being open. Look at how open she is, you know? There is a level, you got the sun twice. But like I said, I feel like your heart is open in the places where you feel safe. And maybe that's just what this energy is. That your heart's open only where it feels safe. And I really, really understand that. I really do. That being said, the Queen of Cups wants to come in and tell you, you know, to release this, okay? So that you can embody her too. One more queen and you're the Empress. Like, seriously, one more queen and you are the Empress. It's amazing. You know, the Queen of Cups is unconditional love. She's a healer. You know, she heals through the element of water, from the element of water, from the heart space. Just look at her. In the flow, totally in the flow, in surrender. There's definitely an element of surrendering here. You know, she's surrendering. Her eyes are closed. Surrendering just to all the beauty around her. She's surrendering to beauty. She's like in complete and total surrender to the light. One with the light. Completely just communing with it. She's at one with it. At one with it. That doesn't make sense. She's one with it. And now the Hanged Man. The Hanged Man surrenders, even in this moon card. Even in the moon card. Excuse me. The Mermaid is surrendering. Look at her surrendering. There's so much surrender in this reading. Wow, Leo. There's so much surrender here. Surrender to the possibilities. Surrender your fears. Release your fears. Release your doubt. Release your own chains. Release the things that keep you bound. Whatever that is. I'm definitely going to get you an Archangel card. I want to see what Archangel energy is with you. Okay. What are the, I mean, this is the blockage, so I'm not sure that we need to get, bottom of the deck is the Knight of Cups. And during your pre-shuffle, I saw him, and I pre-shuffled a lot. So I saw a lot of cards, but he was the one that was winking at me. The Knight of Cups, yeah, the knight in shining armor, he comes and woos you, and this could be female too. But a lot of times this knight can be, because he's not a king, you know, he can be a little bit fickle, and there can be some empty promises there. So if this is around like a relationship that just didn't go the way that you wanted it to go, you know, that may be why you're kind of like really guarding your heart with regards to like opening it all the way in all situations. And I understand, like, I said this in the reading last night to Cancer, that without fear, we all would have been eaten by lions thousands of years ago, or hundreds of years ago, or whatever you want to say. Like, we have to have a certain amount of fear, right? It's our primal instinct to keep us alive, like literally. So with fears, it's not like, you know, you can have no fear all the time. That's just silly. It's about deciphering what are our rational fears versus what are our irrational fears. And you are your own best guide. You are your own best everything, your own best healer, your own best intuit, your own best psychic, your own best friend, like all of that. So you will know what fears are legit, like really need to be released from your life, and which ones, you know, are there for a reason, that, you know, that sort of have to be there. It'd be like, you know, if you had no fear, you'd never lock your front door. You'd never lock your car. You know, that's just silly. So we have to sort of like redefine what letting go of fear means within the spiritual community, especially. So anyway, but this is about, you know, it's coming out for you. There is a wish here. The Nine of Cups is a wish. She's even throwing her wishes out to the universe, like, I'm wishing for all of this. There's a level of material success in the physical world and abundance with the sun and this garden in the gate, but there's a level of cups being missing. Love, relationships, there's a level of that being missing. I'm not saying you don't have any friends. Maybe within an existing, I'm not saying you don't have any friends. I'm sure you have many friends. You're a Leo. But that being said, there is this sort of like indication that where are the cups? It's coming in what you need to release. And that's coming up as the Devil. And that in order to have this wish, You know, this wish that you need to release something. What is the blockage for Leo? What is the blockage for Leo? I think we'll just do one card for your blockage. The Lovers. Okay. So the Lovers is traditionally seen as a choice. As a choice. This is your blockage, Leo. With the Lovers, it's suggesting that there is a distance between us and what we love. They say it's a head over heart choice. And while to some degree that's true, the heart always knows what it wants. And especially as a Leo, you know what your heart wants. This goes back to this Nine of Cups. This is your wish, you know, and the Lovers is the blockage. So I feel like I might be speaking to a group of single Leos here. That this is the blockage, Leo, or that if you are in a relationship or there's someone that you love, there's a distance between you and that person. There's a separation. This could indicate like a soulmate, a twin flame. So if this is a twin flame situation, you know, you're in separation and you have been working on yourself so much. So much. There's such a level of independence here, like I said, in the physical, but even independent thought, you know, that you've come out of this Hierophant in reverse, like knowing who you are, being comfortable with the path that you're on. And the blockage is the Lovers. There's a distance between you and what you love. There is. And look, I don't think you can really see this. I'm going to try to push these up, but it's about the heart's desire. It's about the heart's desire. Like the Lovers is such a powerful card. You know, for me, it signifies like a soulmate, a twin flame. Now, if this isn't about a relationship, this could be in career, you know, that you need to come from a heart space more with, like, let's say it's your passion project, your career, that sort of like releasing fears around expressing from your heart. Maybe you've been expressing really well from the mind, more intellectual, logical way of thinking and expressing in your career, in your business, and that maybe it hasn't grown as much as you wanted it to grow, and that there's going to be these opportunities, adjacent possibilities, this man holding the coin, and that if you can release some of your fears and doubts around expressing through the heart, really like almost being vulnerable, just being vulnerable and totally in the flow, knowing that you're protected, that you're a queen, you know, then it's going to make that Lover's energy come towards you. It'll make it come towards you. It's all about coming from your heart. Like if the Queen of Wands came out, I think I would die, because that would be your energy, Leo. So that's another thing that's interesting, is the one queen that's not in this reading is your queen, the Queen of Wands. Bottom of the deck is the Seven of Swords. You know, yeah, you're afraid of people lying and deceiving and cheating, or whatever that is, the betrayal, the thief in the night. You're afraid of that. There is some fear here. Like I would put him with the devil, you know, there's some fear around that. That if you show your heart, you know, that if you show your vulnerability, that someone's going to run away with your heart or your money or your ideas. It's about becoming vulnerable. It is. It's about a surrender. That's why I was saying surrender and almost like becoming vulnerable. This is going to be a long reading, Leo. Okay. What are the outside influences for Leo? What are your outside influences? We'll do 2 cards for that and then 2 cards for the path forward. Outside influence for Leo. Outside influence for Leo. I love this. I love this. Okay. All right. I might need a clarifier for this. Outside influence is the Seven of Pentacles and the Page of Swords. Now, in all of the decks, I love this Page of Swords the most because she's so cute and she's just full of bright ideas. So there could be someone around you who's younger, who has all these great ideas and really is like coming from a high-mindedness and will be able to get you more information about, you know, because like I said, the outside influence, you know, will be able to kind of help you like a helper, like someone younger who might not necessarily have the wisdom of the Queen of Swords. Like, look at the difference between these two. Here's that Page of Swords. Here's the Queen of Swords. So there may be some assistance for you in the form of an outside influence. Someone who just wants to come in and help you and give you a fresh perspective, like the Hanged Man. And someone who is maybe a little bit lighter, like the heart might be a little bit lighter. And this is someone who's like always studying and has all the information on things and just comes in very fresh and light. She's like literally crossing a tightrope on her tippy toes. And she's being balanced by these light bulbs that are like balloons filled with air. And she's holding a book. Like, she's super dexterous. She's super light on her feet. You know, so there could be someone around you who really wants to come in and give you a fresh perspective and enliven you and kind of like lighten things and make things a little bit lighter for you during this time. And then your other outside influence is the Seven of Pentacles, which is indicating to me, again, I was saying about the hard work that you've put in, Leo, all of the hard work that you've done to make your seeds grow, you know, and it's like again, another one with his eyes closed, another one who's in communion. He's communing with the element of earth. It's like an energy work, like to make his seeds grow. And he's evaluating which one of his seeds are bearing fruit. So another outside influence could be all of the things that you've been working on and sort of evaluating which ones are fertile and which ones aren't. And it's a phase where you're, you know, sort of reevaluating that with relationships, friendships, you know, all of that, to say like, okay, which ones are working and which ones aren't? Which ones do I need to give more of my energy to? And which ones can I say, okay, you know, I don't really need to be giving that energy anymore. But this Page of Swords is really cute for you. I really like it. It's someone younger. It could be someone who's trying to date you, Leo. Maybe there's a younger energy coming in, trying to date you, and you're kind of like evaluating if it's worth your energy. Let's get a card for that. Let's get a card for that. Because I don't know, I'm kind of liking that little Page of Swords. Very fresh. I love when the pages come in. I do. And this is my favorite Page of Swords in any deck because it's just such a nice energy. It's so happy and enlivening. Rest and rejuvenation. Outside influence. Maybe you're feeling, you know, well, okay, the world is going through a timeout and we are all staying at home. So the outside influence is definitely that maybe things aren't growing so much for you right now, Leo, which is totally, you know, appropriate for what's going on in the world. So yeah, rest and rejuvenate. That's perfect. I like that as an outside influence. It's like the world is making you have to go in and rest and rejuvenate. And we've all been sort of gifted with that through this incredibly, you know, challenging time that the world is going through. Some of us, most of us, have been sort of gifted with a rest and a rejuvenation. Yeah, okay. Let's see. And the path forward. So let's just get a couple of cards for the path forward, and then I'm going to pull you some oracle cards, Leo. And I can't believe how long this went, but I really needed some clarifiers. Like, I really wanted to dig a little bit deeper into the energy. And remember, going back to your Keepers of the Light Oracle deck is to expect miracles. So while you are in this rest and rejuvenation, you know, phase, to really, you know, expect the miracles to come in. Whether that's in the form of an answer, an aha moment, a new idea could be a miracle. You know, support, the support that you need. An answer. someone reaching out to you. Like, it can be anything. Okay, so the path forward for Leo, 2 cards, please. Oh, I love this, Leo. Okay, this is so perfect. Your path forward is the 2 of Cups with the wheel. And at the bottom of the deck is the Magician. I mean, that's just so beautiful. So this is saying, you know, to really embrace the idea of partnerships and how perfect for this Libra full moon, that partnerships from the heart is really where it's at for you. If you are looking to manifest a relationship in your life right now with the Magician, Leo, it is the perfect time. It is blessed. You know, the wheel comes in to say, like, there are blessings happening for you. This is a card of Jupiter, good luck, good fortune. The wheel's always turning, and that there is an opportunity for you, you know, in partnership where their cup matches yours. It's the same vibration that you've really been working on raising your vibration here a lot. You know, you've got the wish fulfillment with the 2 of Cups and the Queen of Cups. Like, here's your cups energy. Take it. It's yours. Take these cups. Like, they are yours. They belong to you. They're your birthright. So, and it's blessed. It's totally blessed. And that you have all of the tools that you need. You've got all the aces. All the aces here, because no aces came out. But now they're coming out. You've got the Ace of Cups, the Ace of Wands, the Ace of Swords, the Ace of Pentacles. You've got all the aces. You're the alchemist. And it was just 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1 on the 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. As I said that, you're the alchemist. It was all ones on my timestamp. Amazing, Leo. Amazing. That's your path forward. You know, is to know, you know, that you're worthy of this matching cup, this cup that matches yours. Like I said, whether it's in partnership, you know, business partnerships, friendships, a new relationship, your existing relationship. If it's an existing relationship, the wheel is turning for you guys. And there's a real opportunity to alchemize this relationship, you know, for the better. So, my dear Leo, that's the tarot portion. I know we went really long, but I do want to get you... let's do a Lovers from the Lovers Oracle by Tony Carmine Salerno. These beautiful heart-shaped cards. They're kind of hard to shuffle. Oop. Okay. Look inside yourself. Examine what is causing you to feel this way. So this says, look inside yourself. Examine what is causing you to feel this way. So again, it's about that going in, that surrendering. If you're not there with this Cups energy yet, with manifesting these relationships, then that's okay. It's just saying to just go inside a little bit more. And let's get one more for you, Leo. One more for my dear Leo. With regards to love, for Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Jupiter, and North Node. Friendship. So you're really going to look toward your friendships. And I felt like this, you know, with this garden and the gate and just staying where it feels good and where you know that you're loved and where you know that you're valued and where you know that you're safe. So it says, nurture the bonds of friendship within your relationship and your love life. Nurture the bonds of friendship within your relationship and your love life will dramatically improve. That's beautiful. That's so beautiful. So it's that Queen of Pentacles energy, Queen of Cups, about nurturing. And at the bottom of the deck is Sacred Union. It is about a sacred union. Look at the stars there. That it, you know, it's available to you. It will become available to you if you don't have that. But you're going to need to release, you know, keeping your heart in a cage. I don't want to offend any of you, but, you know, that could be what's happening. Okay, let's do a Moonology card since we are in a full moon. I've already shuffled these decks, like they have been effectively shuffled. So let's see what moon energy wants to come out for you, Leo. Just give it a couple of goes. The other story that I'm getting is that, you know, with this Five of Swords in reverse and the Hierophant in reverse, signaling toxicity and lack of a union, and then you know, kind of like going into that Queen of Swords and then the Devil coming out with the Lovers, is that there was sort of like a toxic relationship, an unhealthy relationship, a karmic relationship that you learned a lot from it, like it served its purpose. It was, the contract was fulfilled. You both learned, you know, or at least you did, what you needed to learn, and that's over. And now, after like sort of releasing that, is where your wish fulfillment can come in, and you can sort of like set your heart free, because I do also see the Nine of Cups as like setting the heart free, you know, and that because of that, there's potential for this new union. Maybe many potentials, like you may have many people with this adjacent possibilities. You may really have many people trying to, that are interested in you, Leo, you know, and it's going to be up to you. The wheel is turning in your favor, and you are definitely like in this manifesting mode, manifesting money, manifesting a relationship, manifesting opportunities. All right, 2 wanted to come out. Gosh, Leo. Your commitment is being tested. First quarter moon. Your commitment to yourself, your commitment to your growth. Prosperity lies ahead, new moon in Taurus. Well, I love the prosperity lies ahead, new moon, setting of intentions. We are coming up. Oh, wow, that's so interesting. The new moon in Taurus is on April 22nd on Earth Day. So this is telling you that this upcoming new moon is going to be very important for you, where you can really make, you know, set a lot of intentions and watch them grow throughout the course of May. Wow, that's really interesting. So yeah, the 22nd of April is the new moon in Taurus. And this is about, you know, that second house activity. Second house is where our finances are, home, you know, all of that stuff, all of the things in the physical. It's also pleasure because Venus rules Taurus. It's a co-ruler with Libra. So it does rule, you know, pleasure and sensuality and just all of those beautiful things, art and music and fine dining and just really nurturing and taking care of yourself. And then also your money and your stability and like the things in the physical. So this new moon in Taurus, prosperity lies ahead, is going to be a great time for you, Leo, to really like set your intentions, have a wonderful new moon ritual, or just, you know, whatever that looks like for you. Your commitment is being tested, first quarter moon. So that's when the moon is sort of like, you know, in its first quarter. Let's see if we can identify. So here it's dark. So it would be like there. Okay. And I suppose we can just read really quickly what they want to say about that. So it's saying that the universe is giving you a little test. It's giving you a little test, and maybe that's where that Hanged Man was coming in for you. What do you actually think is possible, Leo? If you believe you can do it, then you probably can. And if you spend your life affirming that something is too big for you to surmount, it probably is. See how it works? Do you believe your dreams will come true? 9 of Cups. Or have you secretly already given up? I don't think you have. You're too stubborn to give up, Leo. Showing some commitment now will help you move towards your desired outcome. What you believe to be true is true for you. So believe in yourself. And attuning to the moon, you would say, I am committed to my dreams, and move toward them with confidence. Additional meanings for this card: if you did have a question coming into this reading, the answer to your question is yes, but not yet. You're halfway to your goal. You still need to put in a bit more effort. And sometimes we just need to realize how much we want something. Again, back to that commitment. And your need to recommit to something or someone. That's interesting. So the first quarter moon comes between the new moon and the full moon. It's the time when the sun and the moon are at hard astrological angle to each other, and this can prompt a small crisis. No matter when you pull this card, you need to see any dramas as a stepping stone to where you want to be. Remember how I was saying with the fives, they can be like the agents of chaos, but they're always leading to growth? That's that stepping stone. It can also be a time where you need to stay calm through a storm. Okay, so that's fine. We like that. That's okay. All right, and then lastly, I was going to do a crystal card for you, and maybe we'll do that too, but I have the Light Seers Tarot. I'm sorry, the Starseed Oracle, and that's for, you know, for my star seeds, galactics, light workers, earth seeds, angelics, just, you know, something like super high vibrational. We'll just get you one message from Rebecca Campbell's deck. Artwork is by Danielle Noel. One card for my dear Leo, please. One card for my dear Leo. Of course it wants to, of course it wants to give two. Okay, I love that you got this double mission card, Leo. The double mission is where, you know, you are not just a light worker, but you're also a star seed, and that you're here on a double mission. Like, this is such a crazy card because, you know, it really shows that, you know, serve the world by being you. And that's what I was saying about this Hierophant in reverse. It was like, it's about really just going on your own path, you know, really like sticking to your own plan, like your what you came here to do as a star seed, you know, knowing that you've lived many, many, many lives here on Earth, but that ultimately you were born from the stars. Ultimately, you've had lives on other planets, in other solar systems, in other galaxies, and that you come in with this multi-dimensional wisdom, higher wisdom. You have higher aspects of yourself, you know, that you can tap into, that you can commune with in the way that you commune with the sun, you know, that you can actually integrate your other aspects into you, Leo, and have that higher wisdom, higher knowledge, like multidimensionality, the multidimensionality. And in this whole thing here, let us not forget that we are multidimensional beings. We are, you know, spiritual beings having a physical existence. And that is the bigger perspective, you know, with the Hanged Man, how spiritual we are, how amazing we are, how many lives we've lived, how old our souls are. This is, you know, the old soul. That's you. And the next card is the Void, the great cosmic womb. This is like where you can't see everything, where there's nothingness. And in that nothingness, there is infinite potential for everything. This is the feminine energy. This is the yin. This is the womb, where all of creation, every, you know, potential for everything that will ever be born. That's it. I love that for you, Leo. Look at that. Surrendering to that mystery. Surrendering to that mystery, but at the same time, having like a deep inner knowing of your mission here on Earth. And that's ultimately to be of love, to be of service, to be a light in the world. You got the Sun card twice, Leo. Twice. Twice, Leo. I mean, that's amazing. Look at those energies. Wow. Powerful. Really powerful, Leo. Really, really powerful. Okay. We went so long. So if you don't want to watch, you don't have to keep watching, obviously. I'm not there with you at your computer or on your phone, but I am going to get you a crystal card. This deck has been with me for a while now. It's by a local Sedona author, the Crystal Ally cards. That's her name. You can definitely probably find it online. I found it in a store in Sedona. And I've looked up like her institute and it's like non-existent. So I've already shuffled these. So I don't even know if she's still in Sedona or where she is. I kind of want to ask around about her because I've Googled her institute, which is called Chrysalis Institute. Chrysalis like a butterfly. Anyway. Okay, so let's get you one crystal card to end the reading and see what crystal energy you can work with this month, Leo. That one. Whoa. Okay, maybe someone's proposing to you, Leo. Maybe someone's gonna come in and ask you to marry them. Or maybe, you're just a material girl living in a material world. You're a diamond, and this is an element of storm. You can see around the edges, around the border, there is the lightning bolt. So the storm element comes in when there's change happening. So I don't think that this is like life-changing change for you. Like there's no tower coming in. There's no judgment coming in. It's not that the judgment or the tower are bad. I happen to love the tower, and I love the judgment card. But what I'm saying is, you did get, 2 5s in your reading, right? There were 2 5s. Well, one was at the bottom of the deck. But anyway, the diamond, it forms under pressure. It forms under pressure. And in this card, we see an angel, and it's coming out to sort of lift this woman out of the darkness. And so this is definitely, for me, this is speaking to the diamond energy, the energy of the diamond. This is a quartz crystal. That things that form under pressure, when they go through challenging times that put a lot of pressure on them, where you're have a lot of decisions to make or directions, which way to go, all of those things, that's when we can become our most brilliant, absolute brilliance, something that is, so valuable. And I know a lot of you, especially even me, I don't have any diamonds. I've got more crystals than I can tell you. I don't have any diamonds, but still that diamond light, it's so pure and brilliant. And even with crystals, as they form in the earth, the ones that have those beautiful rainbow infractions where you can see rainbows in the crystals, or inclusions, things like that they aren't perfectly clear, that those things that made them more unique and special, they happened because there was pressure, there was heat, there was, some kind of breakage in them, and then they self-healed. But this is speaking to transcendence. I mean, that is powerful. Of all of the crystals that you could have gotten, to get diamond is just, I actually want to look this up. Storm. Okay. So like I said, storm does signify that there is a change, because then it comes in suddenly. It's that aha moment, right? It is that aha moment. It is sort of like tower-like with the lightning. The storm cards have been coming up in a lot of my readings, because we are all going through these times of change, aren't we? Transcendence. Diamond is for all chakras. Okay. So it says, I cultivate mastery by challenging myself to transcend difficulty. Now, if you don't have any diamonds, or just hey, I've got a diamond laying around, feel free to, you can meditate on diamond light. So maybe just like kind of look that up, diamond light, because I do, you know, that's one of the energies that I work with when I'm in meditation is bringing in the diamond light, and you can get that from the sun too, from the sun. So diamond is the highest evolution of pure carbon. Contrary to popular belief, most diamonds do not form from coal, but instead they are created through transformation of other carbon-bearing materials such as limestone or dolomite. These common materials, put through intense pressure and heat, turn into the precious gem of transcendence. Most diamonds form in the mantle of the earth when other carbon-based minerals are exposed to extremely high heat and pressure. This process of superheating and compression purifies and restructures the naturally dense and opaque carbon material until it is crystalline and clear. The process of undergoing intense purification and restructuring is a metaphor for the process of transcendence. So even speaking to the ascension process and the physical body ascension, you know, we're taking our bodies with us through this ascension process. And many of us are already in the 5D and in the 5D suit, so to speak. So this is also speaking to the restructuring of you on a cellular level, Leo, that the crystalline body within you is forming, has formed, and this is helping with your transcendence and ascension, because I'm feeling this as an ascension energy for you. So this is about the process of transcendence is one of rising above your past experiences, problems, situations, and personal state of being by becoming stronger, clearer, and more capable of carrying and reflecting the light. I mean, that was your Five of Swords reversed, Hierophant reversed, Queen of Pentacles, and Sun. That's what that was. You did go through a transcendence, for sure. Releasing belief systems, clearing out your old stories, right? Leaving behind the old stories and belief systems, clearing old emotional patterns, and cleansing the channel of your spiritual consciousness. It's not an easy process. That's why one of the first things I said was I feel like there was like a semi-dark night of the soul. This level of purification and refinement requires that you undergo some pressure and some heat to rise above the past. Wow. You know, it's about testing yourself. That's what, you know, the Moonology card was saying, you know, about testing yourself. If you don't experience any situations that require you to test yourself, change, or improve, you will probably not have any incentive to grow. That's why after that reverse Five of Swords and reverse Queen of Pentacles, you came out as the Queen of Pentacles. Wait, it was reverse Five of Swords, reverse Hierophant. And you came out as the Queen of Pentacles, showing the growth. Okay. It's not, and it's also making a point to say that, you know, like martyrdom and intense suffering isn't like desirable, that you're not going to go seek it out just so that you can grow. Yeah, it's like that misguided idea that suffering in itself is always a good thing, right? But it's just talking about your difficult experiences and situations or opportunities to develop and grow. And that gives you more inner strength and skill to overcome difficult situations in the future and reveal your true self. I love this. Diamond teaches us to be spiritually athletic in your approach to life. I love that. Like, are you an athlete? Well, yeah, I'm a spiritual athlete. I mean, that's amazing. That is amazing. The message of Diamond. And then we're going to finish your reading. Okay, Diamond is encouraging you to embrace the process of work that is required right now. I think you've done this, Leo, to transcend your current situation. It's not going to go away by itself, and the universe is not going to step in and take away all obstacles and difficulty. It's an opportunity for you to use your spiritual strength and personal power to overcome and transcend. You can experience deliverance by delivering yourself through your willingness to grow, change, and improve. And you can ask yourself, what do you need to rise above? Is it an old belief, a past relationship, or a current difficult situation? Diamond is reminding you that the only way out is through and in, right? In and through. You can challenge yourself to face what needs to change head on. There is no easy way out. Every single path will have lessons and obstacles provided as part of your learning and spiritual training. Embrace this fact with curiosity and a sense of adventure, and you'll soon find that what felt impossible to overcome is actually the vehicle of your transcendence. That is so amazing. I love it. The vehicle of your transcendence. So, my dear Leo, I just want to say, like, if you are still watching this, that's amazing. This, I think, is one of the longest videos I've ever done. And even just, you know, it was a lot of information, and to maybe at some point, like, go back and watch parts of it that felt important to you as the month progresses. I really enjoyed reading for you. It was really beautiful, and I learned a lot as well through this reading, and that's part of the reason why I do it. I really aim to help people, you know, get on their highest timeline and provide a reading that will benefit, you know, just your highest outcome, so that you can walk along your highest destiny. And for me too, I always learn a lot from these readings as well. And, you know, if you like my video, you know, please feel free to subscribe to my channel or to share it. You're welcome to share it with whomever you want. I thank you so much, Leo. I wish you an amazing month ahead. Don't forget that new moon in Taurus on Earth Day, and take really good care of yourself. And I'm sending you so much love. Thank you. Okay, bye-bye.